If your Maytag washer isn't spinning, making strange noises, or having trouble agitating, the shifter might be the culprit. I'm Ed with AppliancePartsPros.com, and today I'll guide you through testing and replacing it. This repair is easier than you might think. Let's get started. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's start by getting our tools together. For today's work, we'll need a 1/4-inch nut driver, a multimeter, a 5/16" nut driver, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a putty knife. Always disconnect your washer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off. With power disconnected, we're ready to dive in. The shifter assembly, also called the actuator, is mounted underneath the washer next to the splutch pulley assembly. It controls whether the washer shifts into spin or agitation mode, and also monitors the basket speed using an optical sensor. Start by entering manual test mode and activating both the spin and agitate test. Make sure the lid is closed and locked, otherwise the washer won't run these functions. In our case, the washer failed both tests, pointing us towards the shifter assembly. Next, remove the console by taking the screws out in the back panel. First, disconnect power to the washer. To access the control, use a 1/4-inch nut driver to remove the screws securing the back panel of the control. Then use a putty knife under the corners of the control panel to release the spring clips and lift it up. Disconnect connector J2 from the main control. Using your multimeter set to ohms, measure resistance across J2 pin 1 and J2 pin 2. The shifter motor should read between 2000 and 3500 ohms. Our reading was out of range, confirming the actuator motor inside the shifter has failed. One of the best tools that you could have in your toolbox is a multimeter, and we'd love to show you how this device works. Check out the video in the description. To verify the control board is still operating properly, reconnect power and enter the manual test mode again. Extreme care should always be taken to protect against electric shock, which could potentially result in serious injury. Please do not test line voltage if you're uncomfortable using a multimeter around live voltage. With the meter set to AC volts, we measure between J2 pin 2 neutral and J2 pin 1 line 1 while switching between spin and agitate. The control supplied approximately 120 volts AC, showing the main control board and wiring harnesses are functioning properly. Next, we'll check the shifter position switch feedback. With the meter set to DC volts, we'll measure between J12 pin 4 circuit ground and J12 pin 3 shifter switch input. The voltage should switch between 5 volts DC in spin and 0 volts DC in agitate, but the signal never changed, confirming the shifter wasn't moving into position correctly. Finally, we'll test the optical sensor circuit by measuring between J12 pin 4 circuit ground and J12 pin 1 RPM input while slowly rotating the basket by hand. The voltage should pulse between 0 and 5 volts DC as the sensor detects basket movement, but the signal stayed constant. That confirms the optical sensor inside the shifter assembly has failed. Since the actuator motor resistance was out of range and both the shifter switch and optical sensor failed their voltage test, this would point directly to a failed shifter assembly. Now that we've confirmed the shifter has failed, unplug the washer and tilt it back to access the bottom of the machine. Remove the belt cover using your 5/16" nut driver. Next, remove the dry belt from the motor and the splutch pulley. This gives clear access to the actuator assembly mounted beside the splutch. Disconnect the shifter wiring harness by depressing the locking tab and pulling the connector straight out. Then use your Phillips head screwdriver to remove the mounting screws securing the actuator to the transmission assembly. Once the screws are removed, carefully slide the shifter off the splutch cam. Here's the old shifter and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Slide the new shifter assembly onto the splutch cam and align it with the mounting holes on the transmission assembly. Reinstall the mounting screws and tighten them securely with your Phillips head screwdriver. Next, reconnect the wiring harness to the actuator. Make sure the connector locks fully into place. Reinstall the dry belt onto the motor and splutch pulleys. Then rotate the pulley by hand to make sure that the belt is properly aligned and the splutch moves freely. Now let's reinstall our shield cover. Then carefully lower the washer back into position. After replacing the shifter, run the washer calibration cycle. Enter service diagnostic mode and select calibration mode. Allow the washer to complete the calibration process so the control can relearn basket movement and load sensing. Great job getting your Maytag washer spinning smoothly again. We'd love to hear about your repair journey in the comments below. And if you still need that new shifter, remember to grab your model number and visit AppliancePartsPros.com. Most orders arrive within a couple of days. Thanks for letting us be part of your DIY repair, and we look forward to helping you with your next project.